video, I'll show you how to find the rule of an absolute value function when you know any 3 points on the function. You'll need to use the comparison method to find the coordinates of the function's vertex. There are a few steps. Here they are. But instead of explaining them one by one, let's do an example and apply them. We want to know the rule of the absolute value function that passes through the points -521, 825, and 0, 1. The first step is to plot the points on the Cartesian plane. We get this. Be careful. We might think that 0, 1 is the vertex, but it's not, since the 2 branches wouldn't be symmetrical. We can ask ourselves which points lie on the same branch of the absolute value function. We'll draw a straight line through the points 825 and 0, 1, and a symmetrical straight line through the points -521. You can see that you wouldn't get the right absolute value function because the point 0, 1 would be lower than the vertex. In other words, the points 825 and 0, 1 are not on the same branch. Instead, the points -521 and 0, 1 are. Once you've established this, you can move on to step 2, which is to calculate the slope of the straight line that passes through the 2 points on the same branch. To calculate A1, or the slope of the left-hand branch, you can use the formula y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. You get 21 minus 1 over -5 minus 0, which gives 20 over -5, which equals -4. You can move on to step 3, finding the rules of the 2 branches. Since these are linear functions, we are using the rule y equals ax plus b. For the left-hand branch, replace a1 by the slope you've just calculated, -4. Then replace x and y with the coordinates of a point to calculate the initial value b1. Using the point 0, 1, you get 1 equals -4 times 0 plus b1, or 1 equals b1 when simplified. Here you can see that the initial value is already given on the graph by the point 0, 1. The rule for the left-hand branch is therefore y1 equals -4x plus 1. For the other branch, you don't need to calculate its slope. In an absolute value function, the 2 branches have the same slope, but with opposite signs, since they're symmetrical. So, since you know that a1 is -4, you can deduce that a2, the slope of the right-hand branch, is 4. You replace a2 with 4 in the rule y2 equals a2x plus b2. Be careful. The 2 branches do not necessarily have the same initial value. To find the value of b2, you need to use a point located on this branch. By replacing the coordinates of the point 825 in the rule, you get 25 equals 4 times 8 plus b2. 4 times 8 gives 32. To isolate b2, subtract 32 from both sides. You find that the value of b2 is -7. The rule for the right-hand branch is y2 equals 4x minus 7. We move on to step 4. The vertex of the absolute value function is located at the intersection of the 2 branches. To find this point, you can use the comparison method, since you know the equations of both lines. By setting y1 equal to y2, you obtain the following equation to solve. -4x plus 1 is equal to 4x minus 7. You can first put the x terms on the same side of the equation by adding 4x on both sides. You get 1 equals 8x minus 7. Next, put the constant terms on the same side, which gives 8 equals 8x. All that's left is to divide by 8. We find that the x-coordinate of the vertex is 1. This coordinate corresponds to the value of parameter h, as we know. To find the y value of the vertex, which is the k parameter, replace x with 1 in the rule of one of the 2 branches. If you take the first, you calculate -4 times 1 plus 1, which gives -3. If you take the second, you calculate 4 times 1 minus 7, which also gives -3. K is therefore -3. Step 5 consists of determining the sign of the function's parameter a. In other words, is a equal to the slope of the first or second branch? If parameter a is positive, the function opens upward. If a is negative, the opposite is true. When we place the points on the graph in step 1, we already deduced that the function opens upwards. So parameter a is positive, is therefore 4. Step 6 consists of writing the rule in standard form. That is, f of x equals a times the absolute value of x minus h plus k. So you replace a with 4, h with 1, and k with -3. The rule of the function is f of x is equal to 4 times the absolute value of x minus 1 minus 3. That's it. I hope this video has helped you understand how to find the rule of an absolute value function when you have any 3 points on the function. If 2 of the 3 points are at the same height on the graph, we have another video to show you on how to calculate the rule. And if you're given 2 points, including the vertex, we've got another video for that too. Make sure to check them out.